In this video, we are going to see how to design a low power and low cost data logger, which will upload data on Firebase Cloud. At the end of this video, we are going to plot the graph of sunlight intensity in lux versus time in hours for a full day. Main aim behind building this system is to design a data logger which will have supply of small AA cells and can be operated for a long time. ESP8266 has Wi-Fi and controller. It also has low power mode called deep sleep mode. In that mode, it consumes only 20 microampere current. Now we will see components required for this circuit. First one is this ESP12E module. It is not much expensive model and you can buy it from this site. Next one is this 0 PCB. On this we will mount our components, and then we will require this 4 1.5 volt A cell, and for that, and then we will require these cell holders for these 4 cells, and then we will require there's some resistors that are given in the circuit diagrams. We want to read sensor value and then upload that data to cloud. Hence we need controller and Wi-Fi module. ESP8266 has both controller and Wi-Fi. ESP8266 has these 3 development boards, or you can say modules. This is ESP01, this is ESP12E, and this is NodeMCU. You can see in ESP01 only 4 GPIO pins we can use. This 12E module is same module which is mounted here on NodeMCU, but NodeMCU has this external circuit which is required to program this 12E module. For sleep mode we want to use GPIO 16 pin, which is not available in ESP01. So we can't use ESP01 for low power mode, that is sleep mode. Now we want to choose among these two, NodeMCU and ESP12E. When we put module on sleep, this module will not take current, but this external circuit will take current. That is this is voltage regulator 3.3 volt regulator. It has some quiescent current. Quiescent current is a current required by a voltage regulator when external load current is 0. So though this 12E is in sleep mode, this external circuit will take current, and it is of the order of 9 to 10 milliamperes. So we can't use this NodeMCU for low power mode. So we are going to use this ESP12E module. You can see we can't put this module on breadboard. I attach this module on 0 PCB, so we can attach this module on breadboard. This is the circuit diagram. Here we have used 3 AA cells of 1.5 volt each. So this will form battery of 4.5 volt. And here there is a sensor LDR, light dependent resistor. For the demo, we are going to plot intensity of sunlight for full day, that is for 24 hours. And here this GPIO 16 is connected to reset. It is required for deep sleep mode. In datasheet of ESP8266, you can see the operating voltage is 2.5 volt to 3.6 volt, and we are using 4.5 volt. Now you will have question that can ESP12E withstand 4.5 volt? Answer to this is it can't withstand 4.5 volt continuously, but we are going to use it for only 10 seconds and then it will be in deep sleep mode. So when it is used for 10 seconds in operating mode, here it will get data from sensor and it will upload that data to cloud. It will take only 10 seconds. For this 10-second module will hit because of high voltage, and then after deep sleep mode it will cool down. I will recommend not to use 4.5 volt if you are using module in operating mode for full time. That is, you are not giving a time to module to cool it down. Now you will also have question that why this 1.5 volt cell is used separately to give supply to LDR. It is because if you can see in datasheet, when battery discharges its voltage also decreases. So if you give supply to the sensor from this cell, this battery, then this battery is going to discharge very fastly because it is this module is drawing 80 milliampere from it. If we give supply to sensor from this battery, then output of the sensor will change because of the change in the supply voltage, and we don't want to change output of the sensor with respect to the supply. We want output of the sensor should change with respect to the physical quantity it want to measure. Hence this separate cell is used, and this three resistors R4, LDR and R5 will draw only 68 microampere current, and it will not drain this cell so much that its voltage will decrease. So its voltage will constant for the period of our data logging. Now what is Unix epoch time? It is the time in milliseconds since 1st January 1970. That is when it was 0 when it was started on 1st January 1997, and it gives time in milliseconds since this date. It was this much milliseconds when I made this video. It is used for time stamping of the data which will be uploaded to cloud. Now we are installing Firebase library in our Arduino IDE. Go to tools, then manage library. Now search here for Firebase. Now install this Firebase ESP8266 client. Now I already installed it. We are going to use a Firebase cloud. So now we will see how to open account on Firebase. On Firebase side, go to the console. Then add project, give name to the project, data logger, then continue, again continue, then select your country. I'm selecting I'm selecting India, then accept and create project, then continue. Now project is created. Now go to the database, then create database, then next. Now database is created. Now go to here, this drop down list, and then click on real time database. Now real time database is open. Here at this place you are going to see the data which you uploaded from the ESP module. You need to copy this link to here, this program. This link should be in this format only, that is this your database name, then firebase io.com, and now you need to put here this secret key of your database. Now we will see how to get that secret key. For that, go to the project here on this setting icon, then project setting, then go to service accounts, then here go to database secrets, this is the secret key, then press this show button and then press here copy secret, and that key is copied. Now paste it here. Now here you need to put your Wi-Fi name and here Wi-Fi password, and then this is the safety time. This is time in millisecond. After which we will see what is this time. Here Wi-Fi is connecting and it is trying to connect Wi-Fi, but if there is no hotspot, then we need to sleep our module after 10 seconds. So if our module check for hotspot for 10 seconds and it does not get any hotspot, then it will sleep, because we are using 4.5 volt supply, and it because of that our module get heated and it requires time to cool down. So we are putting our module to sleep if there is no Wi-Fi. If Wi-Fi get connected, then following code will be executed. Here it is beginning connection with database, then this is the path in database, data logger / and then here we are setting timestamp in one dummy node, and here we are forming the path to which our data will be saved. Here it is made up of path plus sense data. Under that sense data there will be timestamp, and here at that timestamp we are storing the analog value that will be read from the sensor, and that will be uploaded to Firebase. And then after uploading, we are putting our module to sleep for 300 seconds, that is 5 minutes. To upload this code to the module, you need to select here NodeMCU, because ESP12E is same as NodeMCU. Now to see how to upload this code to the ESP module, you need to see the video. Its link is given in the description. After soldering, our circuit will look like this. This switch is for turning on and off our module supply and sensor supply. I put full circuit inside one plastic box. We will put this box outside to measure light intensity option for full day, and sampling rate will be 1 sample per 5 minutes. I kept the box outside to measure the intensity of the light from the sun, and it is wrapped in white paper so that it will be protected from heat. Now building the .logger is completed. Now we will record the sunlight intensity for full day, and that will be uploaded to Firebase database, and then we will plot its graph. To see how to plot the graph, please see next part of this video.